be pushed down, whether they're controversial or not, or whether people think, oh well, this is going to be racist, this is going to be, or like you said, it's not going to have a leading African American actor. It could, and say instead of having controversy, a bulk of people write letters to the writer saying, I think this should have somewhat of an African American lead in it. They could go, I never thought about that. You get their gears going. They could, and then you could do the whole. I don't know if you've ever seen movies like this where they have two sides. Usually it's a lot like war movies. You'll see like one side, and then you'll see the other. They could have, okay, what if the Confederacy won? But then you've got, this rebellion still going on within the United States, and maybe it started a second civil war, and then, we ended up where we're at today. So just, I don't know. This gets me going a little bit because I feel like ideas shouldn't be squished because of controversy. I feel like controversy is something that needs to just that's one thing that we need to work on, because I feel like the media blows things out of proportion and focuses on, certain aspects of certain things, where if they took a step back and looked at the big picture and said, well, we can, it would just, I don't know. I feel like controversy should go away.
I think, I guess, I mean, there are a lot of things I'd like to say, but I guess the short and sweet response that I could give would be I agree that we shouldn't sidestep controversy, but the way I look at it is, especially in cases like this, um, at the end of the day, we sacrifice one TV show and let's support, voices who have been silenced for so long, voices who have not been given the chance to speak. So, yeah, we squish an idea, but we're not silencing a voice. So I think there's a difference there. So
And
if we,
I'm just saying, as long as, I don't know, I'm saying, why not at least let a script be written? I mean, if you get the script and it's like, no, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Because if somebody's like, well, why don't we? What about this? Then that could be silencing a voice before you even get a chance to see what the full idea is.
But like I said, Benioff and Weiss, they're good at what they do. It's like they have plenty of other stories to tell,
Right.
not just this one. And that's where I say you can squish this idea. It's not the end of the world. It won't break their careers. They'll still go on and probably create amazing content. But let's give, someone else a chance for something like this. So let's give those opportunities to POC voices, to queer voices, female voices, etc. So
Anyway, that got off into a
yeah, that was we got pretty heavy there. We got into the deep stuff, but
right. Um, nah, we made it on time though. A
yeah,
little bit over. Um, anyway, so I think as far as the other topics are concerned, I think we're pretty much. I've got nothing left to say, except for I'm really think it sucks that they're taking Justice League off Netflix. That's really my takeaway. My
that's
takeaway
your
is
takeaway for the night.
that's my takeaway for the night.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, no, so other than that, I don't know. I think we had a pretty good lineup of stories.
Yep.
I still like the octopus. I think
Yeah.
he was giving a hug.
Yeah.
Anything you have left to say?
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Couldn't have better said it myself. Could not have said it better myself. Apparently, I really couldn't have. Um. Oh, okay. And as always, I just want to do my little spiel real quick. If you like things we talked about, didn't like things we talked about, let us know. I always like feedback. Although I feel like I'm going to be getting a heavy presence about the ending of this. Other than that, like I said, I always like to hear your opinions. And okay, say we did get a little bit too heavy in the conversation. Let us know. You want us to kind of do more like that? Maybe it won't happen, but it might. It depends. But just let us know. There's no harm in sending me a message or commenting on the show. I take all criticism and to account when I do the stories. Say, oh, I like the way you guys were doing it before. Don't get into like you're getting into the mainstream stuff. Okay, cool. Or say you think we need to revamp our show. We'll consider it. I'll talk to the guys and we'll figure it out. Other than that, in the bottom of our description, like I said last week, in the bottom of our description is everywhere you can find our show and every social media we have. We are on Spreaker, which is our main one. We are on SoundCloud. We are on YouTube. What else are we on? We're on, I think it's like Pip or Pippa, whatever. We're on that. But all of the links are in the description. They're right at the top. It'll say today's show we talked about. It'll say, thank you for something about thank you for listening. Here are all the places you can find the shows. It's got our Twitter and our Facebook right there, and then everything else. I check them all constantly. I do want to give a shout out because on Spreaker we haven't had too many followers. We've only had a couple. We're up to 5, which is exciting because we were at like 2 last week. So we gained a few. Thank you for everybody who's liked our Spreaker page. That is, when it comes to Facebook, we're growing pretty solid, and at a decent rate. Not too rapid, but not too slow. So thank you for all the likes on Facebook. We're still trying to grow on Twitter. We're trying to go there, but I'm also trying to figure out how to tweet. I'm not a bird, so it takes me a little while to figure this out. But other than that, I can't think of anything else. Like us on Spreaker, SoundCloud. Hit us up. I also try to post stories on our Topic Talks Facebook page during the week. Try to keep you going until you get in between episodes. And if you see a story that I post that you like, and you put that on the show, I want to see what you think about that. Let me know. If I post something over the week and you want it on the show, tell me. I'll be happy to throw it in. It's literally just I create a fancy title for it, and we can chit chat about it all you want to. So your opinions really mean a lot to this show, and it's pretty much what it was founded on. So, other than that, Matthew, do you have anything to say?
Get swifty.
Get swifty. Get swifty. Okay. Until next time. I hope next week we have Mark and Lucas for a little bit of comic relief. Other than that, until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Matthew.
Signing off.